Are you guys following me so far? Hi everyone, my name is Kim. I am a registered dietitian. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, there's some videos below that I do want you to take a look at. So don't be shy, go ahead and look around, make yourself familiar with my channel, and remember to like, subscribe, as well as comment. For my returning subscribers, welcome. So today I actually have a very special video for you. I've actually had this video idea for about a year now, but this video is about how to calculate a tube feed. The reason why it took me so long to do this video is because I didn't really know what avenue to bring this information to you. I didn't know, well, should I do paper and pen? Should I do a whiteboard? So I figured it all out, and so today we're going to be speaking about enteral nutrition, how to calculate a continuous tube feed. So in order to calculate a tube feed, there's a few steps that you want to take. We are going to have a hypothetical patient by the name of Lily, and let me just give you some past medical history. There's absolutely nothing wrong with Lily. Lily has no medical history. She just has a problem swallowing. She's 30 years old. She is 65 inches tall and she weighs 50 kilograms. She has not had any intentional or unintentional weight gain or weight loss. Her weight has been stable. So the first step that we need to do is to calculate the estimated calorie, protein, and fluid needs for Lily, and this is called her macronutrient need. So there are a few formulas that you can use to calculate Lily's need, but when you calculate her needs, you find out that her estimated calorie needs are about 2,000 calories. Again, this is a hypothetical patient. And her protein needs, she needs 60 grams of protein a day. So that is step number one, calculating the estimated macronutrient needs. Step number two is selecting the correct tube feeding formula. So there's tons of different tube feeding formulas out there on the market, but the tube feedings are specific for disease states. Some of them have fiber in them, some of them don't have fiber, some of them have a different osmolality, some of them have a different density. So there are a few questions that you want to ask yourself when selecting a tube feeding. Question number one, does the patient need a high calorie, high protein tube feeding? Number two, are they at risk for aspiration? Number three, can they ambulate? Number four, do they have a medical condition? Number five, do they have a disease-specific condition? So these are all questions that you want to ask yourself when selecting a tube feeding formula. The formula that we've picked, just making up a formula, the formula comes in a 1 liter bottle. Its density is 2 kcal per ml. It has 65 grams of protein in that big liter bottle, and this is a formula that you have selected for Lily. The third step is the method. Are you going to make this a continuous tube feeding or a bolus tube feeding? So that definitely all depends on the questions that you asked yourself prior. Are they able to ambulate? Are they at risk for aspiration? So in Lily's case, our made-up patient, the physician has ordered for her to receive a continuous tube feeding over 22 hours. So that is something that you need to keep in mind. So let's just recap right quick before we move along. Lily needs 2,000 calories a day, 60 grams of protein. She is a 30-year-old, so she's active. However, the physician has ordered for her to receive a continuous tube feeding over 22 hours out of the 24 hours which are in the day. So that leads us to our next step. So let's see how much calories and protein this formula is going to provide for Lily. Maybe I mentioned this before, maybe I didn't. I'm not doing fluid needs at this time. So moving right along, getting into the steps of actually calculating, using your calculator, pulling it out and calculating how much calories and protein this tube feeding is providing. The first thing that you want to do is determine the daily volume based upon the patient's needs. So again, Lily needs 2,000 calories. And you are told that the density is 2 kcal or calories per ml. So you want to take that 2,000 calories and you want to divide it by 2 kcal per ml. You cancel out your units and you are left with 1,000 milliliters per day. So in order to meet Lily's needs based on this specific tube feeding formula that we made up, you're going to need to infuse a total of 1,000 mLs per 24 hours. Remember that. We're going to come back to that. So the next piece of information you're given from the physician is that he wants this to be a continuous tube feed. So you are going to take that 1,000 milliliters per day and you're going to divide it by 22 hours, which is the duration that the physician wants. You're left with 45.45 milliliters per hour. I typically like to round to the nearest whole number, so I'm just going to give Lily 45 milliliters over 22 hours. So that is the rate that Lily is going to get of this specific tube feeding formula over 22 hours. So something that I always like to do in this step is go back and check my work because I want to make sure everything is right. So you want to take that rate that you just calculated, 45, times the formula density, which is 2 calories per ml, and you also want to divide that by the time, the 22 hours. So when you take that 45 times 2 times 22 hours, you are providing Lily 1,980 calories. And we stated earlier that Lily needs 2,000 calories a day. So we are meeting 99% of Lily's estimated calorie needs. Whew. Are you guys following me so far? If you're not following me, go back, look at this video, slow it down, or leave a comment in the comment section below. So now we're gonna move on to the protein needs for Lily. So we stated that based on our calculations, Lily needs an estimated 60 grams of protein per day. So what you want to do, you want to take the rate that you got, which is the 45, times the duration of the tube feeding, which is 22, times the amount of protein in that 1 liter bottle, which we stated earlier was 65, and then you want to divide that by 1,000 because 1 liter is 1,000 mLs. So when you do all of that calculation, you get 70 grams of protein. So the tube feeding, based on this calculation, is providing 70 grams of protein. And we established earlier she needed 60 grams of protein. So this tube feeding is providing over 100% of her estimated needs. This is how you calculate the protein and the calorie needs when doing a continuous tube feed. I know every dietitian does their calculations a little differently, but it's just a variation of the same technique. So if you do have any questions about how to calculate a tube feed, please go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section below for any established dietitian or even a dietitian student who wants to share how they calculate a continuous tube feeding. Please go ahead and leave that in the comment section below. You guys do not forget to comment, like, as well as subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.